In today's energy markets, let's take a look at WTI crude futures today as they're realizing some selling pressure here today, coming off of basically better than one-year highs yesterday, up in that 63 handle. We're seeing down over 3% today, right around 61.45 currently. And I think some of the factors playing into why we're seeing some weakness today. Number one, the US dollar, second day now with some significant strength, pushing back up to the 91 level. Just a few days ago, we actually dipped below 90 briefly. So I think that's having a short-term impact. Couple that with the storylines coming out of the Southwest continuing to be a challenge. And I think now the most recent narrative is that refiners are going to have a little more difficult time coming back online. So I think that that's having an impact on the demand structure from a short-term perspective. And maybe that's another factor playing into some of the narrative today and why we're seeing a little bit of the weakness as we close out this week, but still nonetheless basically just below better than one-year highs in those WTI crude futures. Also, I want to point out that next week OPEC Plus meets. So I think that's going to be a big driver as far as expectations moving forward. The question is, will Russia play along with projected production cuts moving into 2021, or will there be some dissent there? So I think a lot of market participants will be watching that very carefully. And I also find it very interesting when you look at the volatility measure of the options on the futures in WTI. We are seeing it coming in here for a second day now. We're seeing the CVOL measure, which measures implied volatility on those options, trending down now for a second day, and really at the lower end of the range for the last couple of weeks. We're seeing that CVOL measure coming down to right around 39.80 as of yesterday's close. So once again, we're seeing volatility in the options coming in a little bit as we move through the end of the week as well.